Thanks for staying with us. So an interesting story caught our attention on social media. We know we like to surf the net to see stuff happening in Lagos and in Nigeria across the country. So we saw this one, which was pretty interesting. Naked women in Imo State went to protest, took their protest against indecent dressing, and they went to the girls' hostel in Owerri. And they were protesting, saying that these girls in this girls' hostel were indecently dressed, enticing their husbands. Now, one of the bloggers picked up the story, posted it, and there were quite a lot of comments that was quite interesting. But what are your thoughts on this? And we're bringing up this story, as trivial as it sounds. Our question is, what can women do when they hit that frustration? Because some women feel handicapped when it seems as though their spouses are continually cheating on them. So what do you think? Was this the right strategy? Or could they have found other ways? Or was it even right for them to invade somebody's privacy by going to their hostel to ask them to stop dressing? And do you even think it's indecent dressing that causes a man to cheat? These are questions that this kind of thing raises. What are your thoughts? You can call us on 080-270-53687, 091-390-7694. You can also tweet us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read the tweet. There are various angles to this, you know. Even by looking at the women, you can almost see that these are possibly housewives. Possibly women, or not, but these are wives that feel that, listen, I've probably invested in this union. And you, this fresh blood, you know, young blood, dressing all nice and attractive, you're indecently making my husband, you know, whatever, I don't know how to say, but that's what I'm trying to find a way to couch it, but it's not getting right.
What is the indecent dressing that they're talking about?
You can't define it from here.
You cannot define it. That's one. Two, I have a problem with wives who face the mistress. Face your husband. The mistress or the show is not your problem. She's doing her own. Your own business is with your husband. Okay, let's say as they went to that hostel now, those girls just
pack themselves together
and then attack them and chase them out. Because, yes, they're right. They are actually trespassing.
Yes.
So what if they had done that? Instead, yourself go and dress up yourself. And make sure when your husband comes in, he will see you.
Okay. Like open a whole new kind of world. No, we all can be a YK. No, like you look extraordinarily hot. At 60, sometimes there are women, I have seen 60-year-olds. YK, trust me, you're nothing in the league. You're nothing in the league. I mean, I'm constantly, that's what I'm saying, but I mean, it's not, we can't all be like a YK. I mean,
why not decently dressed?
So that's why she doesn't even you are indecently dressed.
She does not know what indecent is. Okay. I must commend these women for taking the fights to the stadium.
Yeah.
So, they say it's Iwakuwa that we used to find something that lost anyhow. Any desperate measure require desperate solution. So they have done the right thing. What do you mean? You people who allowed these girls be dressing tight, some people will carry their bum on top of their back.
Excuse me.
And be walking anyhow in front of these men.
Excuse me.
I mean, they have done the right thing.
Anyway, if those girls had collected themselves and attacked them, they will beat them up.
Because you are assuming the girls can beat them. You know that it's the girls that have something to lose. Okay, so these women decide to give those girls all the tribal marks that they escaped from their villages. You think that those girls will survive it?
Okay, let me come to Mary.
Okay, there's no violence. We're not preaching violence. There'll be no violence, right?
Exactly, Nima. In the last few days, they're also violent. In the last 48 hours.
They'll beat them.
But you know,
no, they did. Okay, so one thing I like, they're doing the right thing by protesting. We're not hearing people fighting.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is fundamentally wrong with this is that if the men were with you saying, this young girl, stop dressing indecently because we don't like it, it would have made sense to me. Why are you crying more than you? I don't get it. Did the men tell you that they don't like it? No, listen. Women can make a change, but not in this way. Please. Call your... Don't try and... kiss it.
Let me hear Mariam, please. Let me hear Mariam.
What I want these women to do, if it bothers them so much, is to sit with their men and have a conversation about following everything that is, in skirts. Secondly, speak to your daughters, speak to your sisters, speak to your nieces. Sit them down and talk about indecent dressing and how it is not good let me tell you something. I normally don't like to talk about my personal life, but let me put this out. There was one time as a young girl, there's this married man that really liked me, and he had lots of money and everything. I was quite excited by it, and I told my auntie, she said, do not even try it. That's what a woman is. She's not, do not try it. Because what would it take for you to be hiding a relationship? You know, that is how a woman will come and tell another woman something that it will make sense. Give me examples, showed me how, you know, it affected some other people. And now we make everything a celebration, you know, like something we have to put on social media. Because for me, I don't think that they were serious about this. If they were serious about this, you sit your family members down and you talk to them. You sit your community of girls down where you sit down with them and have a conversation with them and talk to them about how they should dress. My daughter goes to this club where she will come back and say to me, Mommy, this is indecent dressing, this is indecent dressing. That is where you teach people about decency or indecency. Concerning your husbands, sit down with your husbands, have a conversation with them about chasing up and down. Sometimes I see some young girls too, and I feel that there's a way you dress to different occasions. So I would say to you that, personally, I've never been the sort that will judge people on their dressing. I'm not the sort that calls out people on their dressing. I feel that there's different dressing for different places and different occasions. And I also know that there's a dressing that a young girl dresses that, because of her age and because she's trying to find herself and her body, it will look a certain way. But if I make it about judging her, she will be rebellious. So what I have to do is teach her about where you can dress a certain way. You're going to an office, you're going to class, there's a way you dress. You're going to a pool, I will not say that you must wear a whole robe to go to the pool.
Let me take it from the top. Let me take it from the top. Number one, if your marriage is being affected, you are the bereaved. The men are not the bereaved, they are enjoying it. The woman whose husband is no longer providing for her children, who's no longer a responsible father, who's distracted by the naked wearing girls moving up and down town. And these girls are deliberately advertising markets. They are not just dressing up and minding their businesses. Markets. You know, they are deliberately there's a placard on the
It takes two to tango, honey.
I want to
it takes two to tango. If you're selling markets, somebody came to buy.
No, I'm not saying that.
So your husband is going to go and buy.
When you have started talking to the man at home, we know we are in a patriarchal society. We say it here all the time. And this man is not approachable. You carry the fight to the family compound and the hostel of these girls to go and embarrass them. These women, God, did not go far. Find their names and let their family members know they are side chicken in everywhere they are going, that's destroying homes.
So is there a data or statistics that show that it was their indecent dressing that caused their men to
let's talk about indecent dressing. Let's define it because
because
I need to understand how these women came to the conclusion that it's because of the indecent dressing of these girls that their men are cheating. Have they really found out the real reason why these men are cheating? There are different reasons. There are different levels. No, it's true. How do I know it's because of dressing? These women I've seen their own dressing. I've seen their own dressing.
Excuse me. First of all, that placard, where they should have carried it is to their husband. When he gets home from work, put it on your head. If you really need to carry placard, you can carry your placard in another way by making yourself
attractive.
After you have not seen 6 children. It's okay.
Wait to your husband. I know. I'm always on my daughter's case. When I see her, you are going out in pajamas, scum. If somebody wants to take your husband, this pajama is not Tito. You dress up when you wake up in the morning. You dress up.
So it's like a battle.
No.
We don't now even sleep.
Another thing.
Is life so bad?
Is it a battle?
Another thing that a lot of women do is once they are married to their men, they seize the other room. They seize it.
Okay.
And they say, I have headache. Every time they have headache, they have
headache. There are some... it's two sides.
Yes.
There are some men that don't even do anything. There are two sides. There are some women who with their men that don't do the other room. There are men in this country that say they're not into the other room.
Maybe they are gay now. You don't know.
Okay, so my own is, I do not
feel... don't know.
I feel that we are making it too simplistic when we say it's only about dressing that a man
Yeah,
cheats
I think
or
so.
a woman is not happy in
Yeah.
their marriage.
It's totally about dressing.
in question.
I feel that it's more than that. We also know that from what we see every time, that the man is attracted to the younger person. So women already, once you're older, you've had children, you just already have this discomfort with the younger person. Not necessarily because she has posed a deliberate or particular threat towards you, just because she's younger. Or, someone is younger, she's, what's the word, she's more beautiful. There's a way we do it. Ageism is a part of our culture. Young blood. So that already puts a woman on the edge. That does
Can I
not...
pause you for a quick second? I want to ask Waike if Waike is on the edge. Waike, do you feel like you're on the edge as a 6-year-old woman when you see young girls around you?
At all.
Around
Why?
you.
At all. In fact,
Good. So,
I welcome them.
Really?
I welcome them. I mean, my nephew, he has this, his girlfriend is beautiful.
Yeah,
if you see her
Shape,
her shape is, and if I could advise her, I mean, sometimes I will. If she comes and she wants to borrow something, I will give her, because for me, you are even reliving your own past. And me, when I was this age, I was a mugu. Because when I was this age, I was...
we're not that sharp.
I wasn't that...
Really?
I know.
I did I even have money to dress?
I see that. I see a lot of these young girls, and I'm like, who taught them so early how to understand the power of their beauty and the power of themselves and their confidence?
I'm proud
and because
of them.
of that, there are some decisions that they will make. For many of us, we didn't know, and so left, right, and center until we finally figured ourselves out. I also do not feel threatened by a younger person.
At all.
I look at them with lots of admiration, and where I can help, I will give help. And I learn some things from them as well. But I feel that women, generally, you go to a place, and because you are younger, you can see the woman's face will just change. Just the fact that you showed up and you're younger, that her face changes because already she sees that you are a threat. But concerning marriage, I feel this younger dressing, this has nothing to do with your husband. Your husband is just a person that wants to go out. And he will give you different reasons for why he wants to go out. Sometimes you make it about dressing. Sometimes you make it about how old you are. Sometimes you make it about the color of your skin. Sometimes you make it about the hair that you have on your head or the education you have.
Okay, let me let Niva come in here.
See, the girl that is dressing indecently around you.
Which one? Wait. I want to hear Niva, please.
Wait now. He's shooting a shot, whether you like it or not.
want to wear
I will
hijab?
give you an example. Wait, no, you don't have to wear hijab. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
I went to my auntie's house and I came in through the back door.
Yeah.
And the girl that's supposed to be maid, my auntie have gone to work. Oh, your hair is not long. She wore the hair all the way to her waist, a very, very minimal piece of material called mini skirt. She wore it, tight-fitted. And when I showed up at the back, because I have an almost masculine voice, she thought it was customer. She did like this. And I said, And now carried Joko. I sat with her till my auntie came back. We revisited the issue of dressing. Apparently, fast forward, she was targeting uncle.
Hey, Nima. Nima, Akasha Zibi, how do you know?
Fast forward, my auntie was the first person to come in. Yeah, Nima, they saw for me.
Hey,
yes.
Nima.
Her goal was uncle. She does not wear the indecent dress just for nothing. To sit at home and sit pretty.
Nima.
Some people are shooting shots.
Let me take this call. Let me take everybody come. Let me take this call.
I'm taking things innocently.
Are you there? Thanks for calling.
Yes, hello.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Mariah. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, no.
Yeah, first of all, I will say this is a case of inferiority complex on the part of the naked women.
Yes.
You understand? A man is attracted to a woman because of the clothes she wears and the dress she wears. Well, you know the person that was saying that the YK is 60, but she's looking like 26 because she dresses well. Please advise Nigerian women to dress well. They should stop tying wrapper.
What's his name?
Please cut the line. Let me just tell you. Wait. Nobody, YK, it's a very, very unusual thing to see a 60-year-old woman wearing this kind of shoes. Why are you hiding your shoes? Let me see your shoes.
That I know these days.
YK, let me take out your legs. See, you're 60 plus. and you're wearing this kind of heels, the lot of 60-year-old women cannot wear that heels.
Excuse me,
so,
you don't have to wear heels.
Yeah, so I'm saying that they should stop comparing a YK standard to an average 60-year-old. YK cannot be a standard. Number two, rappers can be very sexy, please, with all due respect. Because the way some I tried to wear that. These women of your view told me.
Tie it on your waist or here.
Okay. I learned something.
Why can't you can tie it over your neck and you'll be sexy?
Mara is trying to tell us something.
You can tie it over the neck. There are several ways of tying up.
You know, you guys told me to go and do bomb shots. Remember that many years ago? You guys were there. Nothing near work. That thing is too tight. It's too hard. It's very inconvenient. Anyways, I learned from my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law just has her thinking, her bra thinking, and they just were trying, and I'm like, okay, let me just take her, and that's what I do. I just with the rapper. So I still do rapper, please, with all due respect. Rapper is still rapper can be sexy.
I didn't say rapper is not sexy.
Yes.
I have not said here that rapper is not sexy. Because rapper can be sexy.
Oh, yes.
Especially if I don't want NBC to write me letter. I will explain that one later.
Okay. Hey. Okay, come on, teach us how to use rappers.
So I feel
wait, but what I'm trying to say is, I think every woman should be proud of herself. Look, if it is rapper you want to wear it with pride. Yeah. Let your husband want you. Yeah. Even
so
let him look. See, Nima brought up the maid. That girl is in her workplace.
Yes.
So she's dressing indecently in her office.
Good.
That is her office.
That's her office. Don't dress that way.
She's not supposed to dress like that. Those girls are in their own hostel. They are residents.
Thank you. That's
and you are carrying yourself from your house. They didn't come to your house to come and dress indecently and come and parade in front of your house.
Wait.
They are inside their hostel.
Good.
So dressing inside their hostel. If their husband comes into their hostel, those husbands go are trespassing.
Simple.
Okay, so how the question now?
Wait, to their hostel. Now, I'm not. If the maid is chasing husband, I'm in agreement of that.
Of course.
Okay, I want to ask a question. So let's leave these girls, right? In December, we've agreed. Yeah. But we're not trying to help to solve a problem.
Yes.
Okay. There are men feeling that their wives are not properly, maybe you're not sexy enough, you're not attractive enough, and there's a reason why they're going to go and see this side. What now? I want us to think of what we can do to help these women who are looking this way. This placard carrying women, we can see what they look like. Okay, what can we tell these women right now? What can you do to help to salvage the situation?
Like you see these women, wait, Miriam, these women are the real women. Raising the children that those men are looking for to inherit them. They are busy women. They want to look sexy. Yes, some of them will tell you, I don't want to have children. Then the patriarchy will come in. They say, shame on you, you don't want to have children. You want to retain beauty. You don't want your breasts to fall. These are serious women. These are the Nigerian women struggling every day to raise families. Then one man is distracted.
Why is very serious? Let me take this call. Wait, let me pause you. Let me take Ayok. You've already yapped YK. Let me, I can't let you. Ayok, money, are you there?
Tomorrow,
let me take this one.
I'm coming with rapper. You know, I will tie scarf like this. I will not wear makeup. I will come and I will sit down like this. And I will say, yes,
so you look like a real woman.
What are you saying?
Let's take this call. Good morning, are you there? Anyanaba. Yes. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, please. I kept you for a long time.
I'm so happy to be true. Yes. I enjoy you girls.
Thank you.
You are doing a very good job.
Thank you.
But this thing about dressing, hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
This thing about dressing. As I was growing up, you know, I used to dress very well and attracted to men. Men were being attracted to me frequently. In fact, I got scared of men. When I got married, it was that bad. Even as a married woman, men were still, you understand what I'm trying to say. In fact, some men, in presence of my husband, they would be admiring me. So at that point, I got so scared and I piped down on my dressing. But as age setting, yes, I did that because I want to be free when I go out. You know, I still dress, but I have a very nice shape. Whatever I put on, you will admire me. So, but when I grew older, with hot flush and all sorts, I couldn't wear, like in the home, I started wearing free gowns. You know, I don't know if that will send my husband out. Exactly. But today, I have a problem of my husband, a baby outside. I don't know what his reason is. So what is dressing? Is it, you know, whether
let me ask them
someone dresses or not, there are other things to look at.
Exactly.
And please, I thank you for what you are doing. Also, we all had this opportunity of befriending married men, but we didn't. Just as one of you said, she proposed in her heart not to do. So now, these girls should stop that. Tomorrow it will be their turn. Now people are celebrating baby mama and all sorts. Please use this your forum to discourage that.
Yes.
It's becoming a trend in the society.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's
not
like it is becoming, it is because of social media you hear more about it.
That's always been there.
It has always been there. I know of a woman went to bury her husband, another family came in. So it has always been there. We're not even saying it is right. We're not justifying it. I'm saying as a woman, look, do you know that when I wake up in the morning, sometimes I'm so tired, but I notice that my stomach is coming out. So I actually take my time because I'm proud of who I am. I want to look good. So I exercise. I can do 1 hour. I can do 30 minutes, depending on the amount of time I have.
Somebody will think that you don't have Ironu, but you be worried about your stomach. You don't have problems. Initial road. That's why you don't be working about your stomach at 60.
Do you know that?
Flat stomach is the problem.
I will give you part of my... Look, while I was exercising yesterday, I got different problems coming. In the end, I just gave up. I'm not even exercising again because...
Yes, Mariam, please.
Whether it is diesel, whether it is generator, whether it is this, there were all kinds of things that interrupted my exercise. But the thing is, the intention was there. Because, and it's not because of anybody. It is because of me. Okay. I'm not doing it for anybody. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for my health. I'm doing it for my when I want to look in the mirror, I want to look in the mirror and like what I see.
Okay,
Thank you.
So, look, do you know that boo-boo can be sexy?
Yeah.
Boo-boo can be sexy. It's how you wear it.
Can I go?
With the right bra. Okay, go ahead.
Can I go? So first of all, I just want to say that the people that I see take the time out to take care of themselves are the people that love themselves. Because I have been through the different phases where when I am not happy with myself, I let myself go. Yeah. But when I now decide to take the reins and look in the mirror and say, no, I like you and I want to make you the best version of you, I do all that I need to do. I'm exercising, I'm eating better, you know, I'm making sure I'm getting enough sleep, I'm drinking water because I want when I stand in front of the mirror, I'm happy for me. My husband is a far third, fourth, fifth before, you know, when it comes to how I look. It's not about him. And I find out, he's even said it to me, he said, I notice when you're being healthy, not say slim, but when you're working out, you're waking up early, working out, doing things, you're light on your feet and you're a nicer person to be around. Yeah. So because I'm now a more confident person, because I'm taking my health into my, you know, hands, I'm even nicer to people and people see that glow. I want to be around it. So for women who, because you were saying that what do we do to women who find themselves in this situation? Now I'm saying this, I'm not saying that the way you dress or don't dress is why men cheat. I don't even want to get into that. I feel that that's a whole different thing. Men cheat because men cheat and they should handle that. But a woman who wants to feel better should take the step. My mom now, I'm sorry I'm putting you on the spot. My mom now is, you know, trying to eat well and everything. And sometimes she said, I want to eat bread. I said, Ma, you have been eating this bread for 60 years. It has not changed. The recipe is still the same. You know, the bread is not what you need right now. You need to cut the carbs and add more vegetables and make sure you're eating your protein. And she would do it for a few days, and she said, I feel lighter, I feel happy. And so for many women out there, it's not necessarily that you have to wear the tightest clothes or the smallest dresses. It's that when you wear something and you're proud of yourself, there's a way you carry yourself. You wear some dresses now, the way you wear it will be different than another woman because you're carrying your own with the confidence, knowing you're proud of yourself.
Okay,
and it's that aura that attracts the sort of people around you.
So
let me take this call.
I
want to say something. Indecent dressing is a disturbance of public peace. So the girls, when they dress indecently in their hostels, are doing everything an hijabi does in their houses. But the moment you step out into public space in indecent dressing, you're disturbing public peace. A man who's doing tire can just mistake and do something else. And if your dressing can cause that kind of mistake, something has to be done about it. Let's not trivialize the protest these women took to that hostel with all this academic talk that we are having. It's true. Yeah. We cannot have girls walking publicly in indecent dressing. That used to be a crime. It used to be a crime.
Would it be better for you if there was like a lecture?
Wait. There's something that I think is really crucial. I want us to touch on it a bit. This issue of how you feel about yourself. There are some women that look a certain way because maybe some of them are depressed. Some of them are frustrated. Some of them are unhappy.
Tired.
They're
so
tired.
much load to
they have,
take care of.
there's so much
Family
load.
to run.
Life has happened to them. So the men aren't paying attention. And because of that, they can't worry about their tummy like YK is worried. YK is happy. You're happy inside and out. But there are lots of women that are not in your situation whereby they are frustrated because of all the various responsibilities life has thrown at them. So they don't have that confidence. They, I'm worried about, I want to eat healthy because they just think about that, whatever they find. So these kind of women can't look like that girl in the the girls in the hostel. They can't look like that. You can only look the way you can afford to look.
Even
So can a woman in that situation now, what can she do to come out of that situation and still feel good about it and look attractive enough for her husband?
Start to see a psychologist. If you are depressed, see a psychologist.
How do you know you're depressed? Many people don't know you're depressed.
We know that if you don't,
you know it's depression.
Listen, Mariah, if you don't want to take care of yourself, no, I'm not even saying for your husband, for yourself. If you don't want to look in the mirror and like what you see, then see a psychologist. Or talk to a friend.
Yes.
Talk to somebody. So that, because it is about you. If anything happens to you, you will leave your children. So think of yourself, think of your children.
Okay, I have struggled with self-esteem issues as a young person. I didn't love myself for many years, and it took a long time to get out of that. So maybe it's part of why I really don't really care about all these extra things, and maybe I don't know. But nobody can judge me and say, "Oh, I'm not dressing a certain way," because I have issues I'm dealing with also.
I'm not talking about dressing.
I'm just saying because
I'm talking about self-love.
When you see people like that lack self-love, and then their husbands go around and cheat on them because they've not been able to.
So that's the thing I don't want us to put together. Yes. I don't want us to blame a woman for a man's cheating. I always feel that man is cheating for his cheating sake.
Exactly.
Because there are men that are with bigger... If someone says, oh, because I put on weight, my husband does not like me. I've seen some men that drool for big women. So it's not about that. It's that the man has decided that he's a cheat and he'll be a cheat. So concentrate on yourself.
1 second. The men that have the finest women in the house.
The cheat.
We see cheats.
Yes.
How can you say it?
Okay. So let's leave the cheating people with their cheating behavior. Now let's talk about the woman that we're saying that she needs to learn to love herself. I am an advocate for professional therapy and that, but I know that given our situation in our country, not many people have access to that, or even the education. But I know that community level, there's a way that we talk to each other. My mom will always say to me that one of the things when my father died, one of the reasons why she got herself up and started going again was one time my grandma came and said, "You're still lying down here. As you are lying down here, somebody's husband has died. Many husbands have died today. And you get yourself up and go and take care of your children." She says for her, that was what did it for her. And I know that at that community level, we talk to each other. Friends talk to each other. They encourage you. Mama, Sikira, you're not dressing like before. What's happening? They sit down with you. They wipe your tears. Take this wrapper, tie it. Let's go for this. You know, those are the different ways that we can help each other.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Paula, are you there? Sorry for keeping you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're live. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, caller. You're live.
Hello? I can hear you. Yes, please. Yeah, I really want to thank you so much. Hello? Thank you so much for the discussion you were having. Sincerely, I think we need... Yeah, hello? Yeah, I think we need to...
He's listening to himself on TV, so he's replying to himself on TV. Yeah. Anyway, we have to go on a break. When we come back, we take the final step of this. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing these women that are protesting. They took their protest to the girls' hostel because their men are cheating. As according to them, indecently dressed women are attracting their husbands. Let's take a few comments on social media.
So John Abinu says, Auntie, they should speak to their sons too. They should learn from childhood to be disciplined. It starts from young. How are we training and raising the sons? I know of a mother who said it is normal for a guy to be philandering while her daughter should be kept. There should be discipline for the men. And it's true, usually when we have these conversations about men cheating or philandering, we always concentrate on what the woman is doing to cause a man to do what he has decided to do. It's important that we raise our boys differently. Yes, we have that thing culturally where we give boys a pass. Oh, he's a boy. When we see a boy with a girlfriend this week, the next week we'll be hailing him. This is a big boy. The guy knows what he's up to. If we then see a girl with a boy, even if it's her very first boyfriend, we, you know,
we'll start counting for
yes,
them.
we'll be counting for them and be judging them. So it's important that if we want to raise men and husbands who would learn to be disciplined, we have to start from when they are children. We need to speak to them about being disciplined. We need to speak to them about when you finally choose your partner, things will happen. There was one time I saw this conversation where someone said, it looks like our men don't realize that when a woman has a child, her body will change. Because there were so many men acting shocked. And since we had a child, she just let her body go. Like you wanted her to be the way she was before she had the baby. Bodies change. And that's why when some people say, my body is not like the 18-year-old, I can't be. You don't have to be. You have grown. You're not 18, you're not 28, you're not 38, you're not, you know, you're 48 or and above. Your body will change, but let's carry yourself confidently. And a man that has decided to be with you needs to understand your body will change. As his has. Yeah. His hairline has receded. His pot belly has grown bigger. Yeah. I mean, you know...
Let me take this call from Ade. Ade's been holding for a while. Good morning, Ade. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
I don't want this conversation to be about men alone. What do you say to a very popular artist in Nigeria, a mother of one, who dressed on national TV and left her breast open?
Who's that?
Everybody saw it. What did you say about that? Is she attracting a married man again or what? So, dressing is very important for women, but they must have decent dressing. Look at Whitey. Everybody is proud of Whitey.
Okay, so that is...
Whitey is single now. Men will be betting on her, fighting for her. Because she's beautiful and she looks like 26 or 30. You see?
Well, you like her dressing?
That guy's blushing. Oh my God. My guy's blushing on national TV. Look at her. Like, that guy's mesmerized. Okay, well, but he said something. Married women dressing indecently. That's what he was saying earlier. Because it's both ways. So, as yes, you're coming to protest against, to the young girls, but there are married women who also dress indecently. Is that a problem? Because I know I have a brother. So I have a brother who, when he and his wife were dating, I mean, she used to really dress really sexy. And I just think, now wow. When she finally got married, you know, she continued dressing the same sexy way they were dressing while they were dating. And I was like, okay, now that you're married, shouldn't you change your dressing? But they were still... He wanted her like that. Yeah. But I found it uncomfortable because when you come to parties and family functions and you're there, everything's hanging and you're thinking, this is Kenya's wife. All this. So you expect that now that you're married, you should keep something. But the husband was fine with it. And I was trying to tell the husband, uncle, please, can you guys find a way? But is it right for a married woman to still dress sexily?
Husband likes her like
but other people are looking at...
If her husband likes her like that. That's how somebody went for her father-in-law's burial. All her breasts, with this way they used to snatch.
Yeah,
and breasts like this. He was at her father-in-law's burial. She looked like she was at a party bowling. I don't get it. They're dressing for every occasion.
Good, yeah.
Every occasion.
Yeah, Nima, you're right.
Some indecent dressing, public disturbance, Gidini.
Yeah.
If you dress some dressing, stay indoors. Stay in your house. There's an evening dressing. My mother's friend that raised me, I used to call her mother as well. She used to tell me, if I wear some clothes then when I wasn't wearing the hijab, she said, Nima, are you going for an evening event? And I was going to school, and my friends had made it seem like it was okay. She said, Auntie, this is an evening dress. Spaghetti is for evening when you are going clubbing, not when you are going out. You're wearing. Go and put a jacket on your shoulders. So now, is that does it not mean that there's a dressing that is indecent?
Good. There's indecent dressing.
But if you say something, if your husband likes it, is this still appropriate?
Like it. No, if your husband likes you naked, you should go around naked.
Some husbands like it.
So but is it right to go even though your husband likes it?
If your husband likes you naked, you go around naked. That is my husband.
There are two things.
You don't know what people have discussed inside their inside their house. My darling, in fact, when you dress that way, my head turns. And when I see other men looking at you, excuse me, and when I see other men looking at you, my head knocks.
My head knocks.
You like me when I dress like that? Yeah. And your head knocks? Don't worry, tomorrow I will show you how to
knock it.
Let me knock you.
But why can she? Woman does not love herself. The woman does not love herself. She's not dressing the dressing. At least they say we should love her.
Yeah. So that's not good. So that's why I'm going.
Wait. Let me hear Mariam.
The husband, I said the husband likes it. And she too, she likes it.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me take a caller and I come to Mariam. Fola Shale, that's the best way to cut this. Fola Shale, are you there?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I'm...
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Yes, good morning. Thank
Good
you
morning.
for having me. I just want to say you people are doing wonderfully well.
Thank you.
And I'm supporting all of you on different standpoints that you have put forward. For Salima, indecent dressing is indecent dressing and is not right.
Yes.
For all others who have said a man will cheat if he wants to cheat, barely, I will speak Yoruba.
Yeah.
It's not about what they see. It's about what they have in mind to do. And they always go forward to do such.
Okay.
For instance, this morning, I really wish I can send my picture to you. I'm wearing a sweat top and a pant trouser.
Yes.
And then suddenly, as I alighted from a car, I saw a man driving by. And he winks at me. Obviously, a married man. So I'm like, so is this my outfit bad for, for someone who wants to have a car? So
Thank you so much for that, Shade. Mara, let me come to you concerning this matter we're talking about. So your husband likes you looking sexy. But she's saying, when my husband and wife have agreed, every other person should go to blazers because that was because you go outside. But we are saying you're indecently dressed. You're bothering that your dressing is bothering this small gathering that we're doing.
For me, there's indecency and there's sexy. And you can have both, and you can have, neither. So you can be, so there are some people who dress sexy and they are going to the office. And they are going to the office. You will not say I'm indecently dressed.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're indecently dressed.
No, I'm just saying.
Well, it can be indecent to some people. Some people can see it as indecent.
I love the way you dress, man.
Thank you.
Because it's short. Some might say it's indecent.
Yes, but I'm very careful. I'm very careful to keep it decent.
Yes.
But I know that I do. Oh, please.
Let her finish now, Mara.
So I feel, okay, there's some women, they are sexy. There's the way they dress. But when they go to the office, even when you see them amongst others, you will notice that, this is a sexy woman, but she does not look indecent. She's properly covered up, but she wears a dress in such a way that her curves will still show. There's some people who like to dress edgy. You would not see their curves, but you would just notice the different angles and patterns of their dressing, The dress sort of almost wears them, and they carry it with confidence. A sexy person can also be badly dressed. an indecent person can also be badly dressed. So I've seen a lot of people who want to be sexy, but they come across being crass, Yes, it comes across
like that
too much.
Obiano's wife, Obiano's wife.
Oh my God.
Remember that dress she wore?
Let me take this.
That dress did not show anything, but everybody was saying, which kind of dress is this now?
So you can be...
But it didn't show anything.
You can look really
Nothing
hot.
was showing.
Okay, so you can look really hot, even in public, and still be admired, because you look hot.
Right, we're not getting the point.
See,
the point is, if her husband...
anti-vibes dressing is a thing in Nigeria.
Yes.
Because it means that you're wearing this nice big boo-boo.
Yeah.
It covers everything. Even Nima on that
I don't want you to miss the point I want us to go. She, basically on the conversation, her husband likes her sexy with the cleavage.
I understand.
And your husband wants you to be seeing the cleavage. He likes it that other men's head is going turning because they are looking at. So should you still walk outside like that?
If I'm going to the club with my husband, and at the club, I can dress that way. Exactly. If I'm going to the pool there are different ways you can dress to the pool.
If you're going to church,
you can dress. Some people would wear a full swimsuit. Right. Some people wear bikini. Some people wear bikini with an overall over it. Right. There are different ways to still appear at that pool, dress properly, and still be sexy or hot for the person that likes it.
Let's take a few comments on social media.
That being indecently dressed along with your husband is disrespect to him. But that's my personal opinion. You don't have to respond.
Let me take Fred and I'll come to you, Lima. Wait, let me take Fred. Fred, are you there? You're live.
I have Twitter.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
My chat on YouTube are not loading.
I'm very sure those women that protested in Imo, they didn't protest because of the ladies, Jared. They protested because of them. It's not because of men. How many years they have been chasing men with what men see? Men are moved by what they see. For the next century, after I die, this discussion will still be going on. So it's not the indecent dressing from those girls that the protest is going on. It's just what men are. And you understand? So, but what love is, love will make a woman do certain things to the wife. And love will make a man do certain things to the woman. If you walk naked in the city room and your wife likes it, then walk around like that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let me take a few comments. I have this one. It says, let's ask those protesting women to share their adolescence experiences. They can't win this war with the new generation of young ladies.
Ofeojuma says, indecent dressing has become a norm to the extent that even married women get involved, coming out, showing what they've got in public. Tell me, how would their children dress seeing their parents in high competitive level of indecency.
Immaculate boy. Times are changing, including dressing, relationships, etc. We cite America as capital of free nation. People walk naked and there and nobody protests. At Akasha, by U.S. standards, we never start in decent dressing. At 60, your outlook isn't the same as 22. Somebody, anybody. This topic can't be complete without a man on that table for today's topic. It's hilarious. Radiant Emporium, I'll take one more. I think we need to understand men cheating is not about the dressing of young ladies. A lady's dressing might be just why she was particularly chosen, because men cheat even if the ladies do not dress attractively.
Indecent dressing is invitation to treat. Well, EB says, wow, you ladies are cracking my ribs with this conversation. Nima, you're right. Dress the way you want to be addressed. Indecent dressing is telling a man, I'm available. You can approach me. And a man who doesn't have any respect or proper standards will then go around and flirt. So these women have a strong point.
So I just worry with this thing of, you know, you have to look, because your man wants you to look a certain way. And you then have to go, because I know, this is my own brother, this is my blood brother. He called that I was complaining about his wife. He still calls me and complains about every single thing I wear. I said, Mariah, why are you so dressed with something? You know, he wants me to be curvy. I'm like, hey, bros, I cannot be. That's just who I am. But he likes that sexiness projection. And I'm like, it is right for you when you go to a club with your wife. But when you come to family gatherings, please, people should look somewhere. I mean, unless I'm wrong.
Indecency is different from being hot.
I
want to say that.
There is indecency.
And there's sexy. But for them, it's all of the above for me. Because sexy means something showing.
No, you can be hot, you can be sexy, you can be beautiful, you can be attractive without being indecent.
Oh, so...
And you can still look unattractive and trashy.
How do you know? Did you see them? It's the women that we saw. It's the women
you know that it's we women that know when somebody is doing indecent. If the dress is popping out, we'll tell her these ones, they are private areas. What are they showing? And that's why they carry placards.
But have you seen a properly dressed woman trying to proposition a man? We've seen it now. They are dressed properly, but the eye that they are giving the other person.
That's it too. Somebody once said that I was winking too much at
you. So that's not the indecent dressing. It's an indecent behavior. So what I'm trying to say is not.
Excuse me, if I want to dress indecently and you bring it to my house, you are trespassing. Exactly. There is no go comment. Those women took.
So we are wrapping up now.
There's a place for everything.
Waike, your final comments on this. We're wrapping up.
Let me take this last I'll check my last tweet. That's my final comment. It's my last tweet.
I want to say
women should learn to face their husbands and not the mistress, just as Waike said. Men cheat for thousands and one reasons. Understand your man and see how you can control it. Not protesting around. Even in a hijab, we get hit on. Radiant is a hijabite.
Afolabi Ogunjobi says, one of the reasons I watch your view is because of Madam Yeni. She's explicitly dressed all the time. Everything to match. Well done.
Thank you.
But you're not our standard.
Don't mind that.
You cannot be our standard.
I can't promise you.
Please.
I'm not sure I watch the show because of you.
Please. Yeah, your final comments.
Just that there's a difference between indecency and looking hot. God has created some people hot. Mariah is a hot woman, however she decides to dress. There's nothing you can do about that. But there can be times where someone who is hot can be indecent, and there's times someone who is hot can be dressed decently. So there's a difference.
Yeah, I think, listen, we're just trying to have as I say, I like to bring up a list of different angles so we have a good conversation. Doesn't mean I'm not trying to be sexy, but I mean, recently I told my tailor, I said, get me some clothes with curves. You know, I want to start looking very curvy. Because I got the curves, you know, make me look curvy. You know, so
you're going today. Serious. I love
it. The point is, you can look good, but be decent. That's pretty much what we're saying.
Life is torn by some young girls. Enjoy what God has gifted you, but don't destroy anybody so indecently dressed.
That's true.
Because your turn is coming.
I like that because going to the tweet I saw. When you're young, you do a lot of things. I mean, I know I have worn some things as a young person that I can never dare wear now. So because when you're at that time, it's your prime, you look sexy and everything, but do it within your own scope. Don't bring it to somebody else's backyard.
As much as I behind their door. The adult that leaves his house to go and look for the child
is equally guilty.
Thank you.
Fantastic. That is all we can take. And those of us that tie wrapper in the house, just tie it sexily. You know, there's a way you can tie, make it sexy, make it hot. And why can you must teach me that wrapper tying?
After this.
That's what we can take. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Help you.
Yeah, welcome me wrapper in.